Has the pursuit of immortality and wealth ever crossed your mind? This question has been an eternal muse for humanity, sparking curiosity and intrigue across generations. It's fascinating, isn't it? The idea of living forever, of never succumbing to the ravages of time, paired with the tantalizing allure of boundless wealth, has been a beacon of aspiration for many. Now, imagine an ancient practice that dared to seek answers to these profound questions. A discipline that boldly ventured into the unknown, attempting to unravel the secrets of life, wealth, and eternity itself. This is not the stuff of fantasy or fiction, but rather a forgotten art that once held sway over the minds of the curious and the ambitious. The answers to these fascinating inquiries lie in a forgotten art known as alchemy. Our journey begins in a time when science and magic were thought to be one and the same, the birth of alchemy. Picture a period in our history where the lines between the mystical and the empirical were blurred. It's here, in Hellenistic Egypt, where the first seeds of alchemy were sown. The practices and beliefs of the ancient Egyptians, combined with Greek philosophical traditions, birthed a new discipline that sought to unravel the mysteries of nature and existence. This was a time when the pursuit of knowledge was not just an intellectual endeavor, but a spiritual one. Alchemists believed in the concept of as above, so below, a phrase that encapsulates the belief that the macrocosm of the universe is reflected in the microcosm of man and matter. They sought to understand this relationship, to decipher the divine design, and thus manipulate the elements at their will. But alchemy was not confined to the land of the pyramids. It spread through the arteries of trade and conquest to Greco-Roman Egypt, and from there, across the Middle East and Europe. Each culture it touched added its own layers of complexity and interpretation, shaping alchemy into a rich tapestry of science, philosophy, and mysticism. The goals of alchemy were as grand as they were elusive. The transmutation of base metals into gold symbolized the potential for human transformation and perfection. The quest for the Elixir of Life, a potion granting eternal youth and immortality, reflected the universal human yearning to transcend death. These pursuits were not just about greed for wealth or fear of mortality, but represented the deeper desire for understanding and mastery over the natural world. Alchemy was more than a precursor to modern chemistry. It was a philosophical framework, a spiritual journey, and a quest for truth. It embodied the human longing for knowledge, for the divine, for immortality, and for wealth. Thus, alchemy was born, a blend of science, philosophy, and mysticism, driven by the human desire for knowledge, immortality, and wealth. At the heart of alchemy lie principles that govern its practice. To truly understand alchemy, we must first delve into the basic principles that form its foundation. One of the most fundamental concepts in alchemy is the theory of the four elements: earth, air, fire, and water. These elements were thought to constitute everything in the universe, both tangible and intangible. Earth, representing solidity and stability; air, symbolizing intellect and freedom; fire, embodying passion and transformation; and water, signifying emotions and intuition. By manipulating these elements, alchemists believed they could influence the very fabric of reality. Another cornerstone of alchemical philosophy is the concept of macrocosm and microcosm. This principle suggests that the same patterns are present in all levels of the cosmos, from the smallest particle to the vast expanse of the universe. In essence, what happens on a small scale reflects what happens on a larger one. It's the idea that the universe is within us, and we are a reflection of the universe. This concept was not only used to understand the natural world, but also to seek inner spiritual enlightenment. Perhaps the most intriguing principle of alchemy is the philosophical stone, also known as the Philosopher's Stone. This legendary substance was believed to possess the power to transmute base metals into gold, and even grant immortality. The Philosopher's Stone symbolizes perfection, enlightenment, and heavenly bliss, the ultimate goal of the alchemical pursuit. Now, it's important to remember that these principles weren't just about literal transformations. They were also metaphors for personal and spiritual transformation. The pursuit of the Philosopher's Stone wasn't just about finding a magical substance, but about refining the soul, achieving enlightenment, and reaching a state of spiritual perfection. In essence, alchemy was not just a precursor to modern chemistry. It was a philosophical and spiritual discipline, a quest for understanding the mysteries of the universe and the human soul. These principles guided alchemists in their quest, a pursuit that was as much spiritual as it was physical. the echoes of alchemy are still heard in the corridors of modern science. As we delve deeper into the annals of history, we find that alchemy, often dismissed as a primitive pseudoscience, was in fact a precursor to many modern scientific disciplines. It laid the foundation for fields we now regard as cornerstones of our understanding of the natural world, such as chemistry and medicine. The alchemical practice of transmutation, which involved the transformation of base metals into gold, was an early exploration of chemical reactions. While the alchemists may not have struck gold in the literal sense, they did make crucial discoveries about the nature of matter and its interactions. These revelations paved the way for the development of modern chemistry. Additionally, the alchemical pursuit of the Elixir of Life, a mythical substance said to grant eternal youth, led to significant advancements in medicine. Alchemists' experiments with various substances contributed to the understanding of pharmacology and the development of drugs and remedies we use today. Among the notable figures who dabbled in alchemy were Isaac Newton and Jabir ibn Hayyan. Newton, widely celebrated for his laws of motion and gravity, also penned numerous works on alchemy. His alchemical studies influenced his theories on matter and light. Similarly, Jabir ibn Hayyan, often considered the father of chemistry, was an avid alchemist. His work in the 8th century on distillation, crystallization and sublimation, among other processes, are still fundamental to chemistry and chemical engineering today. So while the mystical allure of alchemy has faded, its scientific spirit endures. It served as a stepping stone, a crucial link in the evolutionary chain of science. Alchemy's ambitious goals and relentless pursuit of knowledge spurred on the development of the scientific methods and principles that we rely on today. In its quest for immortality and wealth, alchemy inadvertently birthed the science that shapes our world today. So, what remains of alchemy in our modern world? The legacy of alchemy is much more than just the precursor to modern chemistry. It has left a profound footprint in our culture and symbolism, and its influence permeates through literature, art, and psychology. In literature, alchemical symbolism has been a rich source of inspiration. From Shakespeare's mystical references in his plays to J.K. Rowling's extensive use of alchemical symbols in her Harry Potter series, the narrative of transformation and the quest for immortality and wealth continue to captivate readers. Art, too, has been deeply impacted by alchemy. The alchemical process, with its intricate symbols and transformative stages, has been depicted in countless paintings and sculptures throughout history. Artists often use these symbols to represent deeper truths about the human condition and our quest for understanding. But perhaps one of the most profound impacts of alchemy has been in the field of psychology, particularly in the work of Carl Jung. Jung saw alchemy as a metaphor for the process of individuation, the journey of self-realization and personal growth. He believed that just as alchemists sought to transform base metals into gold, we too are on a journey of transformation, seeking to realize our fullest potential. And let's not forget the continued fascination with the idea of transformation itself. The human desire for immortality and wealth, the core pursuits of alchemy, remain as potent as ever. Whether it's the latest anti-aging cream, the quest for the next billion-dollar startup, or the pursuit of spiritual enlightenment, these are all echoes of the alchemical dream. In its own way, alchemy still holds a mirror to our deepest desires. It reminds us of our perennial quest for transformation, for immortality, for wealth. It serves as a metaphor for our human journey, a symbol of our deepest yearnings. The quest for immortality and wealth continues, and alchemy in its own way still holds a mirror to our deepest desires.